Good evening, everyone. Welcome to another show. Together Stronger. We've got me and Gons in the building. Was meant to be joined by Dino. We don't know where he is yet. So if you're coming in, Dino, hurry up, son. Corey is out tonight. He's requested a night off. Corey's requested a night off to wine and dine, I suppose, as much as he can. Yeah, I think he's watching. Hello, Cor. We're doing.
What's the point in watching? What's the point in watching? Just get on, you weirdo.
Get on, son. No, if you're gonna watch, dude.
Strange.
No, how you been, Gons?
Yes, sweet. Same old.
I see someone started their college course.
I know, it's long.
So, mate, and for those that don't know, obviously, I started doing my electrician qualifications in the summer, and obviously the test centres are shut down at the moment, so can't do much about it. But Grant has now jumped on plumbing, hasn't he, Grant?
Yeah.
Same company.
Start a little building firm.
Was that the week? Was that your first week, mate?
Just doing it weekends because obviously I work during the week. So
you're doing Saturday, Sunday, ain't you?
Saturday, Sunday, yeah, 6 hours. So I don't. There's no weekends no more.
No, mate. Saturday is 9 to 4, isn't it? Saturday 9 to 4 Sunday.
Yeah.
Bro, mate, I tell you, that is. It's a killer. I think. How many weeks is yours? Mine, I think, was 7. A week off.
It depends how quick you work through it. I mean, you have certain webinars, and then you go.
Yeah.
It's going to be a while.
It's a killer, mate. Sitting there is a killer.
Some of them, they got some stories though.
They have got some stories. And my little lot were quite good in a way that they put together their own little group. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, we just done a WhatsApp group and that as well.
That, mate, if I was you, I would take full advantage of that because obviously everyone just jumps in it and in and out as they can. At that time, I was having a bit of a mad one like at home. You know, I weren't feeling great at home. So at that time during the summer, so it was really hard for me to concentrate a lot of the time, and it just drive me mad. Some of the WhatsApps in the WhatsApp groups, I jumped out, but I've gone back into it now because, you know, just to have that support, it's just having people around you doing the same thing, isn't it? It's nice.
Yeah.
You're not going through the same. How did you find your first weekend? Obviously, you were on it today, weren't you?
Yeah, I was on it today. Yeah, no, it weren't too bad. I had the football in the background.
Oh, mate, yeah, of course. You have to. Drives you mad, mate, otherwise. You'd sitting there quiet. You know, first weekend, I sat there quiet doing it. It just drove me mad. Is Freddie on the comments? Martin, hope it's going well. Mrs. had little one Friday, one day play under you. Hello, Fred. Well done, mate. Congratulations on the new baby from us, lot, mate. And definitely give us a message when you're about. And I tried to get you training a little while back. I suppose Mrs. were heavily pregnant at the time, so come down when you can, mate. So tonight, just going to go talk a little bit about the importance of physical activity at the moment, where we're locked down. Our challenge, the challenges we're doing are based, obviously, we want to raise as much money as we can, but more importantly, we want to get as many people moving as we can, especially during lockdown and gyms closed and everything like that. We're trying to get as many people moving as possible, and that is the main thing with our challenges. Obviously, Grant jumped in onto our challenge wholeheartedly. You and the missus out walking, I see all the time, most days, wouldn't you? I mean, could you just, reiterate how good that was just for you to get out?
It was good. Yeah, it was good for us. She's turning into one of Marys now that does 10,000 steps every day. It's right annoying. So
oh mate,
you know the Mary, the old Fitbit, which starts going like that constantly. It's like, what have I done today?
People start running around the building.
No, it's like she comes home. She's only done like 6,000. It's like, can't you come out for a walk? I went, am I? Jesus Christ, I've been at work all day.
Yeah, because do you do a lot of steps at work? Would you say?
Yeah. I'm up and down buildings all day. So.
Yeah, Dan done one, didn't he? On when we were doing our first challenge, he done 13.5 miles in one day. I think it was only 5.5 hours, which is mental. But you know, I think seeing you guys were out and about doing a lot of walking and stuff like that, which was fantastic, wasn't it? Like, obviously, you done it yours evenings because of work. You done most of yours evenings, didn't you?
Yeah, mainly evenings and weekends. Yeah, so.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, she works. Good. We both working constantly, so.
Yeah, it's hard to, especially fit it in. I mean, you know, as everyone who's watching knows, me and you know, we go through our bad points. That's why we've done this football club, and the main thing is that we're now trying to make a difference. But what we're trying to reiterate is the importance of physical activity is, you know, it's paramount, because it's the one thing that's, you know, it's free. We can just get out there and go for a walk around the block, go for 20 minutes, half an hour. We can do whatever we like, and it's free, it's there, and it's almost, you know, a readily available medicine to perk you up, you know, from your bad moods, from your low points. It really has a good effect on people. I've been trying to, you know, obviously spread the word about this for a long time, but getting people in on the challenge, you're trying to explain that it's not just about raising money. And as well as the money we raised last time, we managed to, you know, get 50 odd people out and about doing 26.2 miles in a month. Which was a lot, you know, doing things like that.
I mean, I had good feedback from the lads who I play with Sundays, and they said a lot of them would still be like carrying it on this month and whatever.
Brilliant.
Because it's really helped them.
Because we had a few of them on, didn't we?
Yeah, you did.
So, you know, want to get a few more of them on with us, because they're good lads, aren't they?
They are good lads. They're great lads.
And they know what. Do you know what I mean? They know what we're talking about. It's not.
Yeah.
The cause isn't. You know, it doesn't pass them by, does it?
No, not at all.
They're good lads. Like,
when I first said about it in our football group, they were very responsive and like very pleased that they helped me in respect of playing football again. So
yeah,
they were actually quite shocked that I even put that in. So,
mate, I tell you what, even the few that came in. Even the couple that come in late because you had COVID and all that, they were out there banging out miles, like late doors, weren't they? You know, like week before we were ending, they were smashing out miles. And it's nice to meet up with other people who believe in what we're trying to do. As I say, it's not just about going and raise as much money as we can. It's about getting as many people moving as we can. And that's why we're trying to do the little hit sessions and all the little things we're trying to do. You know, that's why we're doing it. Also, a little bit of news for you, Grant. Obviously, I spoke to you. But
one sec.
Go on, mate. Well, a little bit of news anyway, guys. One of the lads, a friend of mine, childhood friend of mine, is started boxing again next year. I think he had a couple of charity boxing matches. He had a couple of charity boxing matches, or one specifically that I see. A big boxing fan and you know, participant since he was a kid. He's going back to boxing next year. So I reached out to him today. Terry, if you're watching, or if you watch later on, I reached out to him today, and he's agreed to come and box under the club badge.
That's good.
So, you know, he's going to box for charity, and he's going to raise money for Calm in our name, in Calm 84's name. So we might end up having a few little boxers doing some events.
So it's a good idea, because I know the boys down the boxing stables down in Longfield or Falcon or somewhere like that. It's all, you know, like Bob. It's his cousin's gym, so yeah, they might get involved.
That's what I think. I mean, the idea only come up seeing him do it, and he's had his friend took his own life, I think last year. It was quite a public one, and he was close to Terry. So obviously the cause matters, and he suffers himself with some sort of low moods. I'm not sure how deep it goes with him, but he said that if he could do that, get back into doing something he wants to do, and do it for a good cause, in honor of his close friend, it's ideal. So that might be something you have to have a word with. We'll obviously speak to Bob.
Frankie, Frankie.
Yeah, we'll have to speak to them and see if they can, do some boxing. So
the other one we got to do is a golfing day.
Mate,
golfing day, especially for little Fat Nick. Fat Nick is the one for this.
He would. Do you know what? Right, you're exactly right. I mean, people just have a stand as a football team, but this is so much more than football. We're doing all these challenges. Want to do boxing, mate? Golf will be so good.
Or even foot golf.
Just imagine a foot golf competition.
Yeah, joke.
Once that opens, mate, we've got so many things, and obviously that's all going to be, it's all going to be video documented. Go on the YouTubes. Hopefully, if Mitch is down, he'll do it, or he'll set one of his guys on it to come and take a video. As Corey just said, in the Snowdon trek, we've got a Snowdon trek coming up. The minute we're allowed, Wales is open. We're driving to Snowdon. We're going to climb Snowdon, come back home, and we're going to do it obviously for Carmate 4. But it's about getting people moving, isn't it? That's it. You've got to keep moving. Everyone. It's not just about being fit. Yeah, it's not just about being fit or that. It's not just about losing weight. It's about
the social side,
physical.
The social.
Yeah, because that was really important for us, wasn't it? Coming back to football.
Yeah, of course. It's not only that. It's like you can do it in any sort of thing. Like you do it in twos, going to play golf. It's social. It's anything. Boxing, it's social. Tennis,
interaction.
Social. Yeah, darts, you're social. Yeah. Any sports, it's social. At the end of the day, you're competing against each other, but you're still social.
Of course you are. You're even going to play a game of pool, something. It doesn't have to be, as you say, it doesn't have to be just about, you don't, if you're not wanting to lose weight or not really particularly going fit, people think, oh, well, why do I need to go out walking miles in? But actually, do you know what, mate? It's getting out in the air.
It's keeping your head right.
Massively. Really, do you know what? It's weird. I've never gone out for a walk, really, in my life. Not really. I don't go on holiday, you ever walk around or whatever, or you ever walk around the shops. But I wouldn't leave my house and go for a walk, ever. But this year, since the challenge,
it's quite funny. We went and got a meal from Marks and Spencer, but we went to Blue Waters one. And we walked around Marks back round Blue Water, the inside bit, and a lot of shops are closing sadly. But it's 1,000 steps just once round.
Really?
You wouldn't have thought it. It's 1,000 steps just over, just one walk round. So you walk. You think the amount of times you probably walk around it when you go there is probably you're doing at least 4,000 steps.
Goodness. Yeah, because I think 10,000 steps. Someone told me was
like 5K or something, isn't it?
5K, like 3 miles. Yeah. Depending how big your gate
steps are.
Yeah, depending how big, but how much you cover. But as a rule of thumb, it's a sort of around 5K, which is 3 miles. So that's a good go, mate. Blue Water, who knew? My missus has been taking me there all the time. Come on, go get our steps in. No. I'll find a bench. How about that for a step? A bench. I watch the world go by. I'm that type when I go shopping. As soon as I got what I want, which I normally head there straight away, get what I need.
I actually quite like shopping. I actually quite like it. I'm weirdo.
Walking in the it's you, isn't it? Don't want to say too much, but it's you. You love a bit of shopping. Same kid with the convertible, the pink t-shirt and the highlights. On a Sunday morning, 9:30 Elton Town, he come blazing in his little convertible car, blonde highlights, pink shirt. Don't think you went home from the night before. I think you come straight out. Straight out, grab the boots. The boots are in the car. And
worst thing is I probably close the doors on the club and all.
He probably did.
I probably looked it up.
Straight to football. I remember that was.
Do you remember the lounge in that? Do you remember the lounge? And Cedric. Cedric used to just give me drinks.
I'm still friends with him on here, you know.
No,
on Facebook, I'm still friends with Cedric.
Oh, Cedric was the one, mate.
he does a lot of travelling and that, doesn't he? Like he's
I don't know, man. I lost contact with him. But he was brilliant.
Oh, a lovely guy. Like every now and then he'll say hello or say hello on one of my status or whatever. Considering I only knew him for like that little bit that we went there, going there with you guys.
Yeah.
He looked after us though, didn't he?
Oh, he did. He did when we was down there.
The lounge.
Yeah.
Lounge proper looked after us. Our first proper little like home thing. It was the one place. Did you notice that everyone wanted to go after football?
Oh yeah.
They were like, yeah, let's go there then. A little pile up there.
Oh, it was funny. It was funny.
It is good. I mean, as I say, the most important thing for what we're trying to do at the moment with our new challenge, starting March the 1st, is to get moving, get everyone moving, as many people as you can, your mums, your dads, your aunties, uncles, whatever. We're trying to get everyone out, whether you can do 1 mile in the 12 weeks or you can do, more. That is all that counts. And you're doing that for mental health and suicide prevention, charity calm, but you're doing it for yourself, get out there and keep moving. Even my dad signed up, mate. My dad.
No.
I swear to you. David Webb.
I'm going to get my mum signed up, actually. She can do some miles out in Spain.
Yeah, get us up, mate. My dad. Can you imagine?
Actually, no, Kid's putting on a little derby, so he needs to get out there and all.
Get him signed. It would be amazing. Can't make you 4 out in Spain. Who knew?
Yeah.
We're all over. We're global, but it's amazing. Like, just imagine going to do, even if you've gone out once a week and do 2 or 3 miles on the weekend, that's plenty for us. That's all we need. We need people to come along and put what they can in at any time. Core, you are watching. Can you do? Can you put the sign up details in the comments, Core, please? It's quite good. You're not on, but on.
Why is he not on though? It's weird. Strange.
I don't know. It's cool though. He can take care of the comments.
I want to know where Rob is. Where's that little rat?
Robert's around somewhere.
Uncle Rob.
He's entertaining. He'll be doing his real story next week.
I thought it was this story. Did he bottle it?
No, yeah, because it's Valentine's. He knows he's going to be everyone when he tells his story. You've done such a good job last week. I think he knows it's going to be a bit of an everyone when he tells it. So I don't think he wanted that on the same night as Valentine's. I just think he wanted to break it up a bit, which is cool. So next Sunday we'll have a proper big another real stories, and I hope will you be able to come on for that? And
I'll be coming.
Obviously,
he's supporting me, so.
Yeah, I'd love, mate, if you could come on and support him, because obviously you've done it. We've got our big presentation tomorrow. I just want to add that. I'm not sure. I think they're going to record it. The armed forces have actually asked me if they can record it. Okay. So and they want to obviously have a look at that. Again, you'll be telling your story, and Rob will be there. Corey will be presenting. And I'll be telling the story of the club, and we're going to be doing that to 60 engineer training officers, whatever, tourist unit up in Birmingham. We're going to be doing that via Zoom tomorrow night. So I know you're ready and prepared. You're a professional now at this.
How about that? I don't even have Zoom.
I think it's just you can just literally download it. It's an easier one than Teams. It's quite easy, and I've had to put a bit of a presentation together. The guy asked me to, just when I'm explaining the club and stuff. Obviously, it's more to do with the club and what we do and how we do it. But we're also going to try and get as many of these training officers involved in the challenge to start March 1st. So I'm going to be asking them to all get involved in the challenge as well. So we could get some good sign-ups. But remember, you can walk it, you can run it, or this time you can cycle it. So if we're allowed to meet up or whatever, I know a few of us are talking about going and cycling a bit. So I'm definitely going to meet up with Jonesy. He's got some lovely bits and bobs down his sort of area.
Nah, I just bought golf clubs. I just bought golf clubs. I put a sticker when I'm playing golf.
Is that what? Have you bought them?
I brought them 530 quid from
Did Nicky
Costco.
sort you out, or did you?
No, I've got the Callaway ones because Nicky said he goes, he banged on about it sorted me out, but he never came back. So he said he'll do something and never come.
Costco, did you say?
Costco, yeah, Costco. They're doing a set of 530 quid. So
that's good. Is that everything you need?
Yeah, a driver, 3 woods, hybrid 5-iron sort of wood thing, 4 irons, putter.
Oh, you got everything.
That's what I need. I'm big enough. I don't need nothing else.
Have you played around? Have you played golf?
I played out in Spain with Kim.
Yeah.
I played. Remember Rich?
Yeah.
Rich played with him for his stag do sort of day out. So I've only played twice and just hit a couple of balls, broken me stepdad's clubs with Dan.
See, I've done that driving range business.
Yeah, you know, it's good. It's actually really good now because you got obviously like Top Golf, but even the one on 5 ways, now they have like games and trackers and that now. It's actually quite interesting and fun.
Just before lockdown, I went there. Just before lockdown, literally end of February, beginning of March, we got Rocky doing lessons. So while he was doing his golf lesson for the hour, Nick was meeting me down there, and I was getting whatever 100 balls or a couple of 100 balls, whatever, and we were just smashing balls for an hour. And he was just showing me, but on the screen is pucker, isn't it? Because you can proper play the games. You can be really direct.
Yeah.
And
you're
I always
aiming for something.
Yeah, you're aiming for something rather than just trying to ping it as far as you can. And do you know what, mate? It was mad. I couldn't believe it. I've always joked with the boys saying, wait until when I come off of football and turn to golf, you watch, I'm going to smash everyone up. And they say, no, you're not going to. I said, I am, because I've got a dead shot. Like, I've got a good.
I know. I was under. It's not even that. I was under a car, remember?
Yeah, I mean, you know,
you shot me from up, and I was under a car. You shot me in the neck.
Over the road, down the road.
Under the car.
I got quite a good shot. That's why I like playing up front, because I've got I'm quite laser focused. When I get a few shots, a few swings, but golf is so difficult. It's such a skillful game. It's unbelievable, isn't it? And it really takes your mind, doesn't it? When you're playing golf, it really takes your mind when you're playing. You really have to concentrate on so many different things: the way you're standing, the way you swing, the way you're holding the damn thing, just everything. Like Nick was showing me, and I'm thinking this is a lot to remember. And he said just repetition. So I was just doing that, but I was banging them now, and he showed me how to hit it. Right, so I'm thinking, right, I know what I got to do. And he said, aim for that one right there, that target. You know, I was right on the end downstairs. I was right on the end. He was going, aim for that target there, because then you're learning to put it in certain areas. I said, all right. And some was hitting the fence because that was quite close. Some would pulling that way, whatever. But some were going quite close, like straight, boom, boom. And I started getting them quite straight. I was thinking, this is not bad. Like, I'm quite good at this. I swear on anything, right? I swear to you, I was hitting them repetitively, bang, putting it back on, bang, hitting them back on. Mate, one point I just went into, like when you're not thinking about it anymore, you're just doing. And I put the ball down and I just went bang, my life, hit the damn target right at the back, where exactly the target that he told me to hit. I hit the flipping target, and I've turned around as if I've scored a goal. And as if people going to clap me or something. I turned around and I looked around, and there was about 2 people. And I was like, anyone see that? I'm thinking, could anyone else see what? And I was on my own, and I was just thinking, oh my God, I've just hit this target. I think someone was messing with me that day, mate. I'm telling you, because it freaked me out. And I was thinking, suddenly I'm thinking, right, what competitions can I enter? I felt like Happy Gilmore, he's just running up.
Sign up for local competitions.
Because I hit a target.
Thinking he's going to be on the Masters by the end of the month.
I was starting plotting my takeover of golf. But because I've hit the target 1 out of 100 balls, I'm thinking, I can do this, I'm pretty good at this. But I do love a bit of golf, mate. So I'm 100% there with you. I'm going to get myself some clubs. I might have a look at that Costco business and get myself some clubs and jump on that with you, mate, because that'd be a nice one. But we'll get Nick to get us into but arrange
we'll get him by Nick.
I mean, have you seen him play golf?
I've never seen him play golf, no.
Do you know what, right? Me and Damo used to take him to driving range as kids. He never played golf or anything. None of us did. And we used to go there as kids and we used to ping balls all night. We used to love it. Even Dan and Russ used to come every now and then. But then Nick could just catch the ball. It's like we play football. We didn't really have to, I didn't really have to learn too much about football. I just sort of got it, if you know what I mean. It wasn't, I think I just copied what I see and I watch a lot of football. So, but I never really had to learn too much about it. I just had a natural, the way I hit the ball was natural. I didn't really have to work on it too much. Nick, he from never playing golf, the way he hit the ball was like he'd had lessons. Like he could just have a clean connection. That was just him as a kid. Mate, when I took him down there, we went down there and he said he was going to show me how to play, I thought, I wonder how good he is. I wonder how good he is.
Talks himself up. Has he got any nicknames to back it up?
Mate, I tell you what, right? He hit the ball. He every single ball he hit went exactly where he wanted it to go. So he'd say to me, right, I'm going to put it in that bit, or he'd show me on the screen, right, we've got to go for this area, this flag, whatever. Every single one went almost exactly to where he wanted it to go. Every single one. Never hit the fences, never dragged the shots, nothing. They just went where he wanted it to. He hit the ball almost to the back fence, right? And he didn't even swing hard. It was so, and he said to me, it's all about connection. And every time he'd just go, bop, bop. At one point, a guy another golfing guy walking past, and he stood there and watched. And I'm standing there thinking, is it my go yet? Nick hit a couple, and Giggs was watching him, and then he comes off, and the bloke goes to him, mate, it's a great swing you got there. He said, thanks, mate. Start talking golf, got little golf buddies. Started chatting, friend. He made a golf friend instantly just by watching him hit the ball. I was in shock, mate. But yeah, he would whoop us all. I think we should ban him. I don't think he's allowed to play.
No, he's not allowed to play.
It's amateur, isn't it? It's an amateur competition. So, and he's competed in proper competition. So, nah, I'm not having it. So yeah, we'll definitely get on the golf and we'll get Nick on. But if anyone's out there who knows anything about golf, the Russells jumped on and said Nick's golf accuracy sounds a lot like my through balls to strikers that don't finish. You're not talking about me. You're not talking about me. Right, so on to our kit. We have got our new kit. For those that don't know, when we started,
has anyone else seen it?
Nah.
Are you lying? Has Corey seen it?
No, Corey, you tell him, Corey, have you seen it? He's not seen it. I've not even sent him the photo. I sent it to you because you got us the kit, but I've not sent him the kit photo.
No, I didn't get the kit.
I was going to break the box open and make. I was going to break the box open and make it look dramatic, but I can't be asked. I've already got it out on a hanger. But look at Corey, the gold one. What is he even talking? I don't even know what he's talking about. He must have had a beer or something. He's had a couple and he cut a glass of wine. God, will you tell us? Obviously, you said to me on the first day, I said we're a team. We're going to be a team, and you said to me straight away, I know I'm going to speak to about this. This was before everything. The first day I told you boys at training, we're going to be a team and do this, that, and the other. And you straight away said to me, I got this. Don't worry. Will you just tell the people how you managed to get us basically everything and who and why and everything?
It weren't more that I knew knew they'd do it or anything like that. It's just I asked.
You knew
question.
to ask. Yeah.
No, it's not that. I asked. I knew if anyone would do it, it would be this person or this family. It's obviously my other half's parents. They own their own company, building services called GDC Building Services, and they're very humble people. They're very down to earth. They come from where we've come from, especially Lou's dad. He came from council estate, just like me and you. So he knows what it's like and how hard it is. But he was successful, and he strives to be successful. But he never forgets to help. I mean, you can go on their website, and I went through and read a few things tonight. They've helped Age UK, the local one, Bexley, do building stuff at their place. They've helped Bexley College do stuff. They raised money for cancer research. They've helped a family that were in an abusive situation through charity choices, and redecorated the house for the kids and for a new start. All that sort of stuff. So I know they're very, not only that.
That's amazing.
This Christmas, they wanted to do like help with the food banks or something like that, but they didn't want. They wanted to do it themselves. They wanted to go and see and do it themselves. So they didn't go to a food bank. They put it out on the local gossip page. If there's anyone that needs hampers for Christmas or any sort of help for Christmas, let us know. And I actually personally went and done shopping, buying Christmas crackers, food, sweets for like families, kids, and they just made hampers, and they went and gave them to people that needed them. And that's just out of their own pocket. That ain't, you know what I mean? It's not something they'll get like a tax rebate or anything like that. Or, do you know what I mean? It's just,
it's selfless, isn't it?
Yeah, especially through the COVID and a lot of people losing their jobs and everything else. And it's not even a case that they were at a stage where they're having to make redundancies and wouldn't know whether they would survive, let alone, but they're still going to help other people.
Yeah.
They wouldn't know,
just
you know what I mean?
Selfless, mate.
And so we was having dinner one day, and I just mentioned, I said, we're doing this thing, we've got back with my friends playing football again, and I said, we're doing this thing that we want to raise money for something to do with mental health. And obviously it means a lot to them as well, through their own experiences in their family or whatever else. So they said, he said, you know what, it's for a great cause. I'll sort that out for the company and sponsor the kits. So that Lou's mum, actually, Louise, her name is Lou's mum's name is Louise. So she sorted it all out once you gave them the quote and everything else. And then I can't remember what we was talking about. We was talking about football, and
we talked about that game, wouldn't we? We want to do a game. It was on that.
Yeah,
night,
no.
And you rang me.
No,
that VCD.
He turned around and he actually said, when this all starts, he said, would you mind? Would you like if I put a team together myself? He goes, not only that, is I want to do like a day of football and then an evening that we can raise some money again, sort of thing. But I would like to get so it's like we got our band back together. He wants to get his band back together.
It's amazing.
Do you know what I'm saying? So he said, look, I would love to do that. He goes, have you got like equipment, balls and everything else? He goes, no, we're going to save up and between us and get sorted out ourselves. He goes, what do you need? He goes, write everything down what you need. So I just said, like some match day balls, water bottles and everything else. He goes, you need training balls? Yeah, I could do with them, but it's not really essential.
You don't want to say it, do you? Because
it's not really essential. He goes, all right, put them on. He goes, you got a kit bag? I was like, no, we'll do with a black bag for now. Put that on. He goes, you got captain's armband, you got a pump, you got first aid kit. You go, and then the other one, which was right after you got, it goes, and you meant to have linesman's flags as well. I was like, probably, but
we used to give our linesmen t-shirts, didn't we?
Yeah. It's just like these things that we would have got to in the thing. He was just like, you know what, get it done now. And the thing is, this came out of his own pocket. This was his own money. This was personal money. He just said, let me know how much it is and I'll get it paid for. That was it. So, the whole family are very, very kind people.
Yeah.
So I appreciate it very much.
That's who we want to, and I run
they're your own. They're one of your own.
Yeah.
So.
That's who I run a group on Facebook we started that basically puts all the charity clubs in the UK together. I started the group and now they're all coming into it and everyone gets to ask each other questions, etc. And one of the questions was, how do we go get sponsors? And I actually said, like, with ours, it's not like you need to go and convince people that they're getting something for their money. You need to go and sort people out, and look for people that believe in what you're doing, and who understand what you're doing and want to support what you're doing and want to do it with you, because our sponsor Graham is going to come play football with us, not just against us, but he's also going to play matches with us. He's going to be a teammate.
He said he's going to have to wait for that one at the minute because he's got long COVID.
Yeah.
So he's really struggling. Like, not really struggling, but it's one of them ones where he's got to get his lungs back to capacity and everything else.
But he's got a shirt waiting for him, he's always got a place on, and that's what I was trying to say to that group. It's more important that your sponsors believe in you and believe in your cause, believe in what you're doing, because then they don't worry about what they're getting back. They're happy to give and support and not worry about how many jobs they're going to get from it, or because that's what a lot of people are trying to do. They're trying to monetize what you get from sponsoring football. I'm
not even being funny. It's like, what are they getting other than feel nothing. Like, you know what, I've had the Christmas packages they did. They're getting nothing from it other than the fact that you know what, I've helped someone at Christmas. That's it. And
that is what you need to in this type of fit, like in this world. We can't afford. We can't give back clients, as in building. Obviously, we will recommend them to the eyeballs now, but that was I would have recommended them anyway, because if you had rung me up and said, "Yeah, mate, that my father-in-law, he's got a building business. If you know anyone," I would have done that anyway. Just because we always try and help each other out, don't we? But so for someone to be like us and to believe in what we believe in, that's what I said to this group. Got to find a sponsor who believes in what you believe in and wants to work with you. And I told them the story of our sponsor buying us a kit instantly and then buying us equipment off his own back. I told him because and that's not because he's going to get more out of us. It's because he believes in us and believes in what we are doing. And that is the most important thing. You're better off to talk to 100 people and 99 of them saying no. But when you do get one, that person believes in you for the long term and they will help you as much as they can in any which way, even if it's not the biggest sponsor in the end of the day, they've not got the most money. But if they're there to just support you in and how they can, or just be involved in the club, that's enough, isn't it? That is what we want. So
hang on, before we start showing the kit, before you remember when we were going through the kit and you sent me a white one with blue stripe on it. So I had to be diplomatic and be like, no, you can't have that one. And you was like, no, why? Why not? Like, it's nice. I was like, one, it's going to be terrible to wash.
And you are the kit washer, and I believe you fully, because you were the guy to take the kits home. So
yeah, it's going to be awful authority to wash white shirts. it's awful to wash white shirts anyway. 2, sponsors are Palace fans, so it's never going to happen.
Well, who's white?
Brighton, blue and white.
Oh. Oh, yeah. But it is, I mean, even when I said to Sarah at the time, I said, we can't have a white kit because it's going to be dirty. She went, yeah, it will. It'll be horrible. Give it like 5 games. You have a game in the mud, and you've got a chance in it being stained up. You
stained
used to clean the white one, didn't you?
Yeah, it's awful.
Did you clean the white Adidas kit we had, Paul's one?
Yeah, it was awful. Like, because we took our own. No, it's not only that. You know the white. Remember when we had white? When we first, like me and Dan played, and we had the white shorts and socks for Valley Park Rangers.
Yeah,
they were awful to wash. The shorts and socks. We all kept our kits as kids. My mum used to go mental.
Yeah, that's bad. I mean, as soon as you said that, I was just like, oh, all right. Because I do love a white garment. I just like white football stuff. But I'd go full Real Madrid if I could. Like that beautiful full white kit. We look like angels.
You got nostalgia with that white kit of Man United once, that away kit once.
Nah, do you know what my favourite kit in the world is? And it always has been to this day.
Brazilian
kit. Everyone knows that about me. That's terrible, isn't it? Everyone knows that about me. That Brazilian, that yellow, blue, and white socks. It can't be the blue socks, though. It's the yellow, blue, and white socks. So that is my favourite kit of all time. And only second to the Real Madrid kit. And I don't think a United kit is in my top 5. I like the old AC Milan kit. There's a few that I like before it gets to United, and United would be the older kits, really.
See, probably my favourite kit is probably the grey Liverpool kit, the Torres fucking up Vidic and Ferdinand kit.
Grey one.
The grey one.
The old grey one.
No, when Torres scored.
Maybe.
And he got sent off. Vidic got sent off.
Yeah. That was early on, wasn't it? Was it like one of his early games, weren't it, as well?
I think Torres. Second. I think his first or second season.
He was frightening, wasn't he? When he first came to it, was frightening. I can't believe
apparently one of the worst techniques ever, but
he was a Chris Green Taylor, wasn't he? You know, you could just get onto the ball and shoot. Like some players are just like that. Even a couple of comments have come in off the boys. You got Russell coming in, Corey. We were where we see kits. Scott Haywood season going out nightclub outfit. That was him. And obviously Mitchell's just said. Mitchell Webb's just said Brazil kit because he knows. Everyone knows me, knows I love that Brazil kit. So I've got 2/3 of it. Funny enough, with our kits, I've sort of got my own way. I was happy to sacrifice the shirt because we've actually got blue shorts and white socks. So I just need a yellow shirt now, and I am done. My fantasy has become true, and I get to play in the Brazil kit. But the kit we've got, guys, is amazing. I'm so happy with it. I've been busting to show people. So, Grant, you've obviously seen it, but here we go. I don't know how to do this.
What number you got?
Not yours.
Hello.
All right, guys, here we go. And this is our new kit. Absolutely pucker. And this shirt is...
Oh, but why? It's
the Skippers. It's the Skippers kit.
Put it back. I'd rather have yours, but seriously.
Look at that. It's the Skippers kit. Obviously, we're doing all our.
Oh my god, my cousin's on here. Look, Eltham Lions. Remember little Joe?
Yes, Joe. Yeah, this is the new kit, guys. Obviously, we've got the badge on the back, which was really important to us to have the Calm badge there. It's actually bigger than I thought it would be, but this is like a mesh, it's like mesh material at the back. It's such a quality kit. Obviously, there's our sponsor, proudly on the front. So now we sorted the kit and everything.
Glad the colours go with the badge, actually.
It does, mate. I mean, you couldn't have done it any better, like having the badge and everything going together. But the most important thing, like obviously, now all our sponsor is going to be plastered over our socials.
Joe, very, very nice kit. Where can I buy one?
Don't worry, mate. They will be for sale soon. We're going to sort that out. But yeah, it's basically Atletico Madrid style. The funny thing is, he's the shorts that they printed. They printed the shorts for us. We've got white Nike socks, and we got royal blue. So exactly, this is our club color. Royal blue is our club color. But we got royal blue shorts, and so it's Atletico Madrid. We're styled after, the shorts that he sent us were all smalls, all of them. Every single last pair he printed were smalls, and basically the company we're using have got a small unit, and they can't all get in there at the same time because of COVID. So only one person goes in at a time, and one person's gone in and printed up 18, 17 pairs of small shorts and not all our size, like the sizes that we've requested. So before he sent them out, he checked them in this box, and he's had to take them all out and do the reprinting again. So the shorts are gonna come hopefully Tuesday or Wednesday. Royal blue shorts, obviously badge and Nike shorts, badge and everything on.
What badge and number on the shorts?
Badge on the shorts. I don't know, but no, I don't think numbers, but definitely badge on the shorts. But obviously, as I said, all the sponsor stuff now will be on every single social we have. So it'll be like proudly sponsored by GDC Building Services Limited on everything we do now on Facebook, on Insta, on everything. It's going to be proudly sponsored by these guys, and because we are so appreciative of them spending the money to get us these kits. I know Grant likes seeing that number 10 of his arch nemesis and best friend in the world. His arch midfield partner, Danny Webb, captain.
Yeah, but have you noticed though, he's still wearing long short sleeves? I've got long.
Grant messaged me and says, "Can we have long sleeves?" I said no, because then you've got to pull them up, and I've got big arms. Like, for me to pull a sleeve up is a nightmare.
I'm not being funny, right? You wear the most clothes when you train, whether it be winter or summer.
I take them off though. I layer, and like 10 minutes in, I'll take my coat off.
So what you're telling me is you're gonna get a base layer, and then all of a sudden, 10 minutes in, you're gonna run to the side and take your base layer and put your top back on.
Well, if anyone is watching this, just say if you've seen me take a base layer off, because I have. I'll tell you what, I've got two on, and I've taken a base layer off. I've stopped in a game and changed my boots. I've taken my socks off because I had a pair of socks underneath, keeping my feet warm, and then I've had to take a pair of socks off. I'm an absolute nightmare, which is different from you. You've just stopped to be sick. So you had a little period of doing that. You don't do that, do you?
No, I stopped.
That's because you stopped eating donuts from Tesco's garage.
Do you know what? I don't think it stopped until after I finished at 10 and B, because basically Dan used to come and wait. So we both got a scholarship, didn't we? And so he'd come through Durham Mill to mine on his moped, park outside, like chain it to the drain pipe outside my drive. Yeah, and then he'd have to climb up on top of the front door. You know, the bit on the bit that had the canopy bit on the front door, banging on the window to wake me up for training. So then he'd wake me up. We walk down and we go into Sponge Kitchen.
Oh,
big ass spaghetti and a donut before training every day. And so you know where 10 and B is, just round the corner from Sponge Kitchen. So I jammed that down.
Oh, my God.
Both me and him. He would never puke up. I didn't understand it.
You're always funny like that. You used to do that. We used to stop at the garage on the way to Charlton Park when you lot were kids. I think under 14s. And you used to run in there and you say, I just need to get some breakfast. And I know what was coming. And you'd come out with like donuts, like sandwich. You'd have like a meal deal and some donuts for a little chaser. And you would start eating them in the back of my car. And I'm thinking, for goodness sake, Grant, this is ridiculous. And you're 13, 14 years old. And I'm thinking, like, this kid. And then you'd have an absolute stormer. But literally 10 minutes into the game, you'd run off the side of the pitch throwing up. And you'd done that for, I reckon, not every single game, but for quite a lot of games you did that. But you always played really well. So, yeah, it was almost voodoo. Like, I was like, all right, he can do that because he's putting in a shift. And it was so weird just throwing up every time. But it was definitely the donuts and the meal deal. A couple of people, Jamie's missed the kit reveal. It's our new kit. And Corey said, close up of the badge. Can't make you for tackling mental health 2 feet at a time. I thought that myself, seen that. But yeah, these kits are just beautiful. Obviously, these are all staying with Grant. Like the number 10 is notoriously Danny's since he was a kid. Grant's 7, I'm 9, Russell's 8.
Only kit. Mine's the only one with long sleeves.
So carrying on that conversation, Grant was saying, "Oh, we need long sleeve," and I'm like, "No, we don't, because we can wear a base layer if we're cold." And Grant said, "Well, can I have one?" And I knew exactly why, because since he was a kid, he loved rolling his sleeves up. He just looks like a geezer on a building site when he's playing football. He always rolls his sleeves up, like he has to pull them up to your elbows, didn't you? You've always rolled your sleeves up. Yeah, you always rolled your sleeves up. Yeah, that wind me right up because you didn't pull them all the way up. And I was thinking, but yeah, so I said to you, that's just because you like pulling your sleeves up, and it's nothing to do with being cold. And you went, yeah. So Grant was the only shirt in the whole box, because I weren't going around the WhatsApp group asking people if they wanted short or long sleeves, because actually we've only got 17 outfield kits. We've got 21 players, I think. So, you know, people ain't got their own. I mean, I've definitely got my own shirt, and so have you. But, they're staying with Grant, and, you know, the kits are staying in the bag because, you know, next thing you know, people go off or they don't come or they lose a shirt or some rubbish like that. And then
there's going to be some militant checking in, checking out.
Checking in. Grant's going to do check in and check out. Surprised he ain't going to have one of them scanner guns, RFID gun.
I'm bringing straight in bouncers, mate.
Straight bouncers.
Straight hooligan bouncers.
People have to check in and check out, show their stuff, because, you know, this kit was an expensive kit for us little lot. And, we'll have to look after it. And as Russell rightly mentioned earlier, we used to have a lad that used to wear definitely the socks to like Amadeus and like. He definitely used to wear the football socks to Amadeus. But yeah, guys, I mean that's the kit reveal. We've talked a little bit tonight about the importance of getting out there. Hello everyone who's commenting. All right, guys, just trying to catch up on the comments. John Lowe, Jamie Leggett, PJ, Corey, Joe Talent, one of the most angry centre backs I've ever known.
He was. Do you know what? I see him yesterday. It's really nice to see him. As you see,
I saw his football team about 2 seasons ago. I went to Meridian, and I was watching. It was the first ever time I went and watched Corey. Corey scored a hat trick that game. His first ever hat trick for this team. He played for Simon's team, so I went to watch Corey, and the game was getting a bit dry. And I looked on the pitch next to me, as you do. I saw a little Dan, and I saw his friend.
Connor.
I don't no, Connor weren't there, but his friend. Who's Dan's friend? He had another mate.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
They both played centre mid together, him and his mate. And I went, that's little Dan.
No, he played centre mid with Connor.
No, but on this game, he wasn't. He was with his other mate that he bought with him to our team. He didn't play loads.
I'll tell you,
he didn't play loads, but he come to our team. Because remember, they were all kids, weren't they? can't remember the boy's name, but it's Danny's best, like really close mate.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I just can't remember his name.
Was it Paris? No, it wasn't Paris.
No.
Something like that.
Oh, I forgot. It's got out of my head.
But anyway, I saw them two. I saw them two.
Mixed race fella.
Yeah, that's him.
Yeah.
And then I saw, and then I got Dan's attention. I went, "Oi!" And he looked at me. He's like, and he ran over during the game. Little Dan ran over, and he went, "All right, Mark." I said, "Right, mate." I said, "Where's Joe?" And he said, "Oh, Joe's been banned." I went, "What?" He went, "Yeah, he got like a lifetime ban from the league or something." What for? He went, "Oh, I don't know. It just all went mad one day, and he's got a ban." I was like, "All right." He said,
"But you know what? He's the most passionate football player. Like he'll put. You'd see him flying into a challenge like, Joe, you don't need to do that, but he's doing it because he wants to win."
Yeah. Well, that's the thing with the youngsters as well. We were quite lucky always from the whole history of us. That like obviously your little cousins were part of the later, the last sort of team we had. Whereas even from young, you guys were like 17, 18 when we all started playing as a team together. And we were always quite lucky that all our youngsters were all quite...
Well, do you remember when Dan actually first come and played with our men's team? He went in the end ended up going to 10 and B.
Yeah, he was very young at the time, wasn't he?
He was 15, 16.
Yeah, we bought him.
He's just so slight.
I think actually we were doing Saturday football at the time, weren't we?
I think we was, yeah. I remember
it was that one season we went to play Saturdays.
Yeah.
And he came and played a few games with his friend. But yeah, you're right, he went to 10 and B after that. But he was such a good little player. And him and Joe were so different because Dan was like, you sort of natural, footballer. And Joe had all like that big heart and passion, like that.
It's chalk and cheese. If you can mold them together, you get like a perfect player.
Pucker little players. It's a shame really, like, because we were really fortunate with our like youngsters and that we brought into the team. They're all so tenacious, weren't they? Like even Dan, Dan would put in a challenge, Joe would put in a challenge. They'd all put a foot in, wouldn't they? They're all good kids. Even
then you had Connor. He was ridiculous in a challenge.
He loved the challenge.
I don't know if he was there, but do you remember that time? Like the geezer's gone past him, and then he sort of jumped and like headed the ball on the floor. Like he's laid down and literally gone like that, bang, and actually tackled the ball with his head. Like he could have got kicked in the head. It's funny.
He was another big little player. We were always lucky with our youngsters, weren't we? I would have loved to have seen
Sonny. He was good left back.
Sonny Vinnell, mate. He was a little left back. Remember that fight? The geezer that jumped him. He punched him and then
broke his leg.
Simon tried weighing the geezer and ended up slipping and breaking his leg. Poor old Simon, mate. Oh, what a day that was.
Geezer that was out of line, everyone was like, "You better go now."
Yeah, go now. And he just ran. I just
normal part
through the bushes. Yeah,
normal part
that was. But it would have been nice to see one of the youngsters we had go professional, wouldn't it? Like that's one regret I think, that I never got to see someone who played for us turn pro or anything. I would have liked to have seen that.
A lot of us got looked at though.
Yeah, but I think it's just that next level, isn't it? Like it would have been nice to see someone make it, because now you see it all the time, but that's because of social media as such. Now you're getting to see it, but now you see it all the time happening in little Sunday teams, and suddenly someone signed for like QPR or something crazy, and they used to play as kids. That would have been nice, because I do believe like some of you kids had it. You had something about you that could have definitely made it to a level. But you come from where we come from. I mean, it's no excuse, but we were all sort of the same, weren't we? We all wanted to get birds and like get on.
No. My choice was different when I was at 10 and B, and know this because I'd obviously had the scholarship. I could have stayed. The only reason why I stopped was because I had to help my mum. She was a single parent on her own. So
and that is hard, isn't it? Like obviously you follow football and you don't know how far you would go with it. I mean, obviously even past that 10 and B stage, there's so many opportunities for you to get picked up by semi-pro clubs these days.
Yeah.
And it's a wonder why a lot of you didn't. But I think it's because a lot of you worked and you just had shit going. You never really were that focused on trying to make it in the game as such, because you just wanted to play with your mates and play at as good level as you can.
I mean, Dan stopped playing because he couldn't play with his mates.
Yeah, that's what I mean. And for me, it was I had much more fun. I played higher without my mates, without you lot, the closest ones. I played, but I had more fun and more memories playing with you boys, slogging it around in the Sunday leagues, battling every week, you know, ups and downs and arguments. But that was where the good memories come from, you know. And anyone who says to me they're playing football to play with their mates, I completely get where they're coming from. Because I didn't used to. When I was young, I used to say...
I've got to say, Saturday League isn't what Saturday League used to be.
No, mate.
Nah, it's not no more. They got like four reserve teams in some of these teams, and someone's like, I'll play Saturdays for I don't know, Welling or like...
Yeah. We've got loads of... Yeah.
Stansfield. They were playing for Stansfield's thirds or every VCD's thirds or whatever.
There's a lot
of playing. Not people saying, "Oh, I'm playing for this team," but they're playing for their third team.
Yeah. They wear it as a badge, didn't they? And I mean, you know, a lot of people. Again, it just would have been nice. I think that's one thing I do think of. But there you go. Never know. Can't make you for a youth team in the future. Academy. Little youth kids.
Who's got kids? Who's got kids? You've all got kids.
My boys. I said to my boy, like, would you play if I started a team? He was like, yeah. Like, all right. So something to think about. If you know, there's nothing.
I wouldn't put that kid through that. You can't. No, he was terrible. No, you can't put that. You can't. No.
He would. No. Do you know what? I think it would be very difficult because
it'd be difficult for you. It'd be difficult because your boy. There's you couldn't roast him like you used to roast us.
I used to roast. I remember that game.
Or you'll do it even worse.
Yeah, maybe. Do you know what though? With you and Dan used to piss me off because I was used to, because obviously I'd had you from kids playing football. You were secondary school kids. And used to come and you bit like lazy, bit overweight, bit rubbish. And I used to say to Dan, like, this kid's rubbish. And then you done something. You used to play centre back. And then you come in training and you had one session. Now, this is just from memory, over Whitefoot. We were at Whitefoot. And I remembered every ball you started chasing. And you used to chase every single ball. You used to just relentless for that game. And I said to you as a kid, like, you're about 14, I said, Jesus, boy, like you're I don't think you're a defender, mate, because you played in centre-back. I first saw you coming to watch Bonus Pastor, I'm sure, and you was a centre-back.
They made me play centre-back, yeah.
Yeah, and I said to you, Grant, you're a really good little footballer. And actually, I saw you mature from sort of chubby, no confidence, not even great on the ball, to actually becoming the most consistent. And as I said to you on the first ever thing, he's like, you're one of the top, you know, easily top 5 players I've ever played with in my life because you're so consistent. And whilst none of us will ever be that 10, you know, that perfect player, or we would definitely be better than we are, you know, doing better than we are at football now. But you weren't like the best player on the pitch all the time, like the best, but you were the most consistent. Like your level of performance was always up. You're a 10 level performance, and that was throwing up. That was, you know, a night out from, like, we've said that you've thrown up, we've said that you've had nights out, but your level was always really, really high. It was never low. You'd never be on that pitch and your level drop. And that is why that game, I mean, you had about 5 minutes.
There was one game. No, there was one game. You know what I'm going to say, didn't you?
Probably.
There was one game when I was an idiot, and I was, what was I, 15? I think I was a little girlfriend. And I brought her to come and watch me play. And I was doing like little tricks and this, doing like Cruyff turns, taking the piss.
And because I was taking a piss, you just ripped me off after 5 minutes and never put me back on.
That was the worst thing. You got it, but I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I was so angry, honest to God, because as I said, I was so used to seeing you and Dan. You like the engine of my team. You like the heartbeat of all the teams that I've ever had, even from kids till we played together. And you the men, you're the heartbeat of the team. You and Dan playing in centre mid, Russell coming in later on. And I was so used to you playing well. I was thinking, what's he doing? And I was saying it. I was like, what's he doing? And I don't know. And all your teammates, the subs, were like, don't know. And I remember taking you off, and I was just like, no, you go and stand with your bird or whatever, mate, because you're no good on there. And I think that was the one time. And the other time was you and Dan, we were playing a game that we needed to win. You and Dan had a nightmare half. It was awful.
This one kid was absolutely destroying us.
He was destroying
number 7. It's actually their number 7.
Very good. I'd love to know if he ever made something. He was a very good player. And half time.
It was 2-0 down.
2-0 down, and I pulled you and Dan off, and I remember grabbing you both and giving you some words of encouragement. And
no.
You look like you were going to cry. You look like you were going to cry.
No, you
Dan just looked like you wanted to.
Words of encouragement. He was like, "I'm leaving you here. You can walk home."
And Dan looked like he just couldn't wait till he was big enough to kill me. So and then you went back on and we won the game 3 or 4-2, didn't you? Dan scored from the halfway line.
Yeah, no. What it was is that number 7. I think both of us hit him at the same time. The geezer done like a cartwheel.
I remember
he had to come off, and
yeah, that was bad.
And then all of a sudden it was game over from that.
To them, but no, it's and I look forward to getting more stories and that, because as most people know, we've got our old team back together. It's all the old players all back together, so we give each other enough banter as it is. So there's going to be plenty of time for a lot more stories for us to tell. So last little look at the kit, guys. For those who ain't seen it, might be watching there. There's a kit.
No, they've all gone. It's just me and you just having banter now.
It's just us talking about the old days. There's the kit, guys. Danny Webb's kit, the skipper, number 10. Do you know what I like? The numbers, the Nike numbers.
I think Danny doesn't deserve that. I should have his number 10.
Number 10. You got a tattoo of number 7 on your leg, you idiot. What are you going to do? Turn that into a 10. Well, thank you, Gons, for joining me, mate. And I think it's poignant that it was me and you together tonight, because, you got us the kit. Liam's jumped on, lovely mate. But yeah, it's really good of you to come on tonight, and nice Valentine's and everything. Thank you so much, and thank you for sorting the kit out and getting it for us, getting it sorted.
Thank you to Graham and the family and the
GDC. We're so appreciative, and that's gonna go over all of our socials now. Proudly sponsored by GDC Building Services Limited. So thank you very much. Right, well, that's it. Thank you very much, Gons.
It's all right. What happened to the landlord?
I don't know what happened to the landlord. I think he must be
roasting in the group.
Yeah, definitely roasting in the group. Romantic date with the missus, I think he's had. Gons, where's your Karma FC t-shirt? He ain't got a washing machine, and he's got to wear it tomorrow night. Do
you know what it is? I'm boycotting. Because how everyone else. No.
Because he wants the number 10. He's not having it. Until he gets that number 10, he ain't wearing it. All right, thanks a lot, Gons. Thanks, guys, for coming in. And we'll catch you all next Sunday for another Together Stronger. If you want to join the challenge, give some of us an inbox. There's all the information on the comments. Jump in the comments, and you'll see the sign-up information for the new challenge, 1st of March. Tell your friends and family. Thank you, Gons, for joining me, and I'll see you all later.